Welcome to the VG Bandits cast. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Max.
James? Matt? Wait a second. Are they... Max, where is everyone else?
Oh,
Are we the only ones?
I think so. I haven't heard from them in like a while. Oh, God.
Wait, but this is our podcast. They're supposed to be here.
Especially them.
If it's just us, then we should just hang out in person.
Oh, hell fucking yeah. VG Bandits Gaiden.
East Coast cast.
Welcome to the VG Bandits East Coast cast. I'm Max.
And I don't know how to turn my phone.
And, yeah.
So I just wanted to apologize to everybody.
For not turning my phone sideways. I mean, it's a pretty simple thing to do, I know.
We didn't talk about anything until just recently. We actually have episode 26 coming up, so I'm not sure if that's coming up before our little East Coast cast here, but we talk about what we've been up to, what we thought about E3. James falls asleep. Kelly gets sleepy. We all get pretty tired by the end of it. But yeah, should be enjoyable, and hopefully this is for you guys too. So thanks for watching and listening, and alright, I'm gonna continue driving. Sing along a little bit.
Hello. Somebody's coming. Come on in.
Okay, I'm just gonna show off some stuff I got over here. This is where I keep most of my games and my figs. I don't have a lot of figures, but start off with the first ever Disney Vinylmation I got at Game Days 2012. There's a video of me opening it on Rocco's channel. This is the Coachman from Pinocchio. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, I don't even remember this character.
I don't remember him either.
And let's see, we have a little, this is a sample Starbucks cup I stole because it was small and I thought it was cute.
Oh,
and let's see what we got in here. Fire Red, Metroid Fusion.
Wait,
my friend gave me this and I haven't played it yet, but I forgot all about it, so I should.
You should play that.
I will. And this is amazing. This is a Puzzle Fighter remix.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I got all my Nintendo handheld games. Vita, my one Vita game. And I have the Tomb Raiders Collector's Edition, because I was trying to find the original Tomb Raider. So I have 2 copies of 2 and 3 because the only place my dad got it for me for Christmas, and the only place you could find it was in this batch. And then I got some stuff here. These, if you recognize these, we should be friends because these are actually from a Japanese band called Psycho de Shimu. They're not around anymore because this dude got busted. But I got these in a grab bag at 2 grab bags from the same vendor. They sell at conventions. They sell Japanese music and anime stuff, and these came in 2 separate grab bags. I got Lita first, and wow, Aya and the lead singer. I forgot his name. Anyway, so those are really cool. And this is one of my most prized possessions. This is a little bear brick of Krauser from Detroit Metal City, one of my favorite animes. I found this in a random place in Akihabara, and I got it for like $6, and
Good deal.
yeah, it was in like a big bin with a bunch of other things. And then I got my little Tokidoki collection, Unicorn,
The dog.
This dog with the knife in his mouth, Herculino, and Bastardino, with his little bone. Aw. And then we go down here. Go see, we got some stuff going on. We got Titus and Zidane from the Dissidia collection. I got these in Japan. They were in blind boxes. I know Cecil's another one. I wanted Cecil and Zidane, but I got Titus instead, but that's okay. And this is really special to me. This is a frame I bought at MagFest in 2011, and it's signed by the Earthbound Papas, a band that is comprised of mostly composers who've done a lot of video game music, including the man himself, Nobuo Uematsu, who his signature is right here. Meeting him was probably one of the most surreal moments of my life. And and this is a picture. We couldn't have a picture taken with him, unfortunately, but I got the next best thing. This is a picture I took at the panel.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, we were in the front row. And then this guy over here, I forgot where I got this, but I'm sure it's not that important.
Piece of shit.
Well, actually, Max got this for me. This was probably, I think, the first gift he ever got me.
Yeah, it was for your 19th birthday.
My 19th birthday? I am not 19, folks. So, Dad, do you want to say anything about this?
I made it out of Sculpey.
What's Sculpey?
Sculpey.
Special clay?
Yeah, special clay. And then I baked it, and then I glazed it, and that was it.
So they've got like a theme going on over here, I think. And then we go down one more level. This should be up here, huh?
Yeah.
We got over here the collection. Got Mitsurugi. Get out. Got time, nighttime. Meg 64 time is somewhere. Should try back here. Time Travelers. I got all these exclusive DVDs.
Awesome.
Hopefully getting more.
I have mine in the same spot. They're all on top of those.
I
discs.
love the exclusive DVDs. I think that's a great thing that they do if you don't have a lot of money to spend. They're like $5 and they,
give you a taste.
Give you a taste, and even if you're a fan already, there's some stuff on there that hasn't been released anywhere else. So I think it's a really good investment. And we got some games here. Let's see. I have the original Tekken. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. In the big box too.
Yeah, that's cool. And then over here I have my little Hide collection. He is a Japanese musician who passed away 1998, and so I have over here I just have this is VHS tapes of his performances I got on eBay like when I was a teenager, and then I have guitar collection, which got recently, and I've seen them at conventions.
Oh.
So if you ever see this at amongst all the anime crap, that's what that is. He's yeah.
Well, you like Japanese music, so you like anime, right? Automatically. That's how it works.
Actually, is there anything anime in here? No.
Yeah.
This
just Krauser, but that's
like anti-anime though.
Yeah, that's in a league of its own.
And he's like front center.
Hell yeah.
And what's cool is I have my printer up here, and it ever so slightly shakes, and so when this slightly shakes, he sort of shakes back and forth, as well as like bobblehead Mitsurugi, which
where'd you get that?
I got this for free at Winter Brawl. Is that the name?
Winter Brawl.
Winter Brawl is a fighting game tournament thing that I went to for him, and they were handing these out. I wanted the Ivy one because Ivy's my favorite character.
How many different ones did they have?
Just Mitsurugi.
Oh, just...
But there is an Ivy one. They just didn't have it there.
Oh.
I don't know if there's another one, but that's the one I got. This in here is a toy that my friend got me when he went to Japan. It's a gachipan. It's a you put it together and it's like some sort of machine gun, but it's not together right now, so I won't do that. But and down there is all my musics and DVDs. I don't really collect that many, but oh my god, this is embarrassing. Should probably just go ahead and cut that stuff out. Oh, and
oh my! I remember those.
Closed.
Let me see that. Ace Attorney. Naruhodo.
Any questions? I'm sorry, I completely forgot my most prized figure. Bam! Garrus, Mass Effect 3, Garrus Vicarian. Still in the box because I don't know where to put this puppy. He's got his M29 incisor, and he's awesome. And I've been trying to find a case for it, but yeah, he's my boyfriend.
It's gonna calibrate you very soon.
So Kelly, where are we going for food?
We are gonna go get some Turkish food. So, I mean, like
What is Turkish food?
it's primarily food that's eaten in the country known as Turkey.
Is there any turkey in Turkey food?
Do you want turkey?
No, I actually hate Turkey. The food, not the country.
You hear that, Turkish listeners? Max, have you ever had Turkish food before?
I have not.
Really?
I've never had Turkish food before.
So this is going to be experiment. This is going to be a special broadcast.
No.
Max's first Turkish food.
I might die if I'm allergic to something I've never had before.
Do you like falafel?
Yes, I like falafel.
Do you like kebabs?
I love kebabs.
Do you like yogurt?
Yes.
You know that the Turkish word for yogurt, it looks like the word yogurt with L-U at the end of it. So I call it yogurtlu. I don't know if that's the way it's pronounced, but... Yoğurtlu. That's another thing. I don't know how to pronounce any of the stuff here, so I'm always afraid when I love trying new foods, but I'm always nervous about ordering stuff because I don't want to look like a newcomer. I don't want to look ignorant, you know. I don't want to mispronounce what I'm eating.
Try.
I don't want to offend anyone here.
We'll both try not to fuck up too badly.
That's why sometimes I just point to it
And just go.
Wait, Jin, we're going the wrong way, aren't we? Take a right. Sorry.
Thank you, citizen.
Look, some people are nice in Connecticut.
Quite the rarity.
Just for our nationwide stakeholders, our viewers out there,
Right.
Connecticut is not full of rich people.
No.
I assure you that the vast majority of us are poor.
Yes. Yes. Like this man.
Yeah.
He might only make $12 an hour.
That's so... He's racist.
I didn't even see what he was.
Black.
Oh shit. That's not fair. I just look like an asshole.
What you got there, Max?
Item. Yogurt drink, grade A, halal,
Grade A.
all natural.
Moment of truth.
It's salty.
It's like salty.
I didn't expect
And salty yogurt.
That is not the same as lassi.
Nope.
But did you shake it?
It did.
Okay. It says. I noticed it says shake well.
Oh. Well, this is yogurt.
There's 150 milligrams of sodium.
Is that a lot of salt?
There's 36 fat calories. No, I'm sorry. There's 2 servings, so there is 72. 72 fat calories in this drink.
Oh, man.
So, drink up. This bread is really good, though. Let's partake of
You know
this
what you should do,
bread.
Max? You should try some of the bread and then try dipping some of the bread into the yogurt drink.
Yes. How is the lentil soup?
It's really good.
Yeah, this is really good.
Everything so far has been really good.
Yeah.
The soup, that is.
I'm sorry, your yogurt drink was super salty.
Saltier than the soup.
Actually, yes.
So let this be a clear message to everyone that wants Iron or wants to try Iron. It is not a sweet drink. It is quite salty and yogurty.
What'd you got?
I got Beiti kebab with yogurt. It is ground lamb with some peppers and tomatoes, with some yogurt, and some seasoning. It's very good.
I got Yaila. Yai it's beef with over yogurt.
So Jian, yours has
That's good.
has both chicken and beef. What's in there?
Oh no, it's a combination. One is the Adana kebab, and this is a mixture of lamb and beef, sort of like cooked together. Then this one here is just a regular beef kebab.
And now we're moving on to dessert. What'd you get?
You got baklava.
Baklava.
It's honey.
Classic.
You hear that? Oh, yeah, hear that crunch.
And I got this one right here. So that's what that is.
Seems to be an accurate description.
Let's see. Ooh, it's hard. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you have some first. I'm still.
Still digesting?
Yeah.
You can take a piece just so you can have it on your plate.
Ooh, it's,
Oh, you're welcome.
ooh, it's a nice noise.
That flakiness. Can you hear it?
It has to be cool.
Yes. Just a yes.
That syrup on the bottom of this is so good.
Oh, they have syrup on the bottom?
So it's sort of a fried dough with some sweet sauce.
What does it taste like?
Jian, it tastes like the dessert we had last time. The really fine noodles, except in cake form. Here, have a piece.
Oh, thank you.
It's hard.
It's almost cornbread in texture.
yeah, that's a good description. It's like cornbread with syrup on the bottom. Oh.
Baklava, I would say, is still my favorite out of the ones I've tried so far.
Wow.
Right?
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
All that honey.
Do you think they all have this honey, like syrup?
Yeah, it seems they all have sort of this nice little like honey drizzle on it.
What's inside?
I'm not sure.
Like your pictures non-stop.
So Max, how'd you like your first Turkish food experience?
That was very good. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
The spices used in the lamb and the beef and everything were.
Do you have yogurt on yours too?
I did, yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good. It was a
Yeah.
nice compliment.
That was the first time I had yogurt with my food too, and that was really good.
Yeah,
It didn't taste like yogurt you would get in a cup.
No, it definitely did not. Helped balance out this whatever spiciness there was too. Like
Yeah.
if you had the peppers, it would go well.
And they started with the sort of like fried bread.
Yeah, it was like garlic
It tasted
bread.
like sort of like a nice soft crouton almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you
And
enjoy
grilled
it?
tomatoes. I love the grilled tomatoes. I just wish there were more.
Yeah.
They give you like a couple grilled tomato slices. They're so good.
They're so tender.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that internationally people are doing far more interesting things with meat than Americans.
That menu is so big. You can get something new every time you go there.
Yeah, it was almost on par with like a diner in terms of how like a diner has like 50 things or over 50 things. I'm sorry.
And
There was-
combinations of all those different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't tried any of the cold dishes yet. That's the thing. So I'm curious to see like how those like work out.
Yeah.
VG Bandits, East Coast, Beast Coast.
Welcome.
That's how we do.
That is how we do. Welcome to our East Coast. I like what Chris said. Gaiden.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, VG Bandits Gaiden. We're gonna call Chris in honor of you. VG Bandits Gaiden, East Coast edition.
And East Coast.
So yeah, we're just driving around. We're heading back to my place right now, and Jian is right behind us somewhere. Yeah, he's right behind us. So I figured take this time to just chat and see how we're doing.
And it looks like we're gonna have some time.
Yes, because there are plenty of cars on the highway right now. Plenty.
This is I-95.
For anybody who's...
What do you have to say about I-95?
It's alright. I like the Merritt, but the Merritt Parkway can be kind of a death trap because it can be curvy.
So basically I-95 is this, and and the Merritt Parkway is this.
Yes. It is much more sensual to drive on. Just like a woman.
So what have you been up to?
I have been busy, classes, work, video games, but not as much as I'd want to. And then personal projects.
Personal projects. Can you talk about any of those?
Well, I am I don't know if I told you, actually. I'm working on a video game universe. I actually have, like, those, like, little notepads that are, like, this big? Like, they're kind of, like, line notepads.
Yeah.
Like, I filled out 47 pages of them talking about the history of this
You need a bigger
world.
notebook.
I do, but...
I can hook you up with that.
Really?
I have a lot of notebooks left over from like school that I never used.
Oh.
So if you ever need a notebook, like a college rule notebook.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the offer. But I think
Of course, it's harder to lug around.
Exactly. That's why I had this thing. It was at work, and my downtime at work, I can pretty much just write and draw and stuff. But doing that, probably just gonna type it all out once I'm done. But yeah, I was playing Last of Us last night. That game is intense, and yeah, I mean, just playing that and Rogue Legacy. What about you? Are you doing anything? How have things been?
Yeah, things have been okay. I bought the Walking Dead 400 Days DLC, and that was really good. Played it in it's only a couple hours long, so it's shorter than the season episodes. One episode is around, for me it took like about 3 hours, but the DLC was only 2 hours, but it was really good, and it follows 5 different characters at different points in the apocalypse.
Really?
Yeah, so each one of their stories is a short little story nugget.
Oh,
it's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So are there any connections to the previous Telltale Walking Dead game at all, or is it all pretty much
You can tell it's the same universe, and there's like similar. I'm not sure if they're the same exact places, but it's definitely in the South. I believe it's in Georgia, as well as the other one. There aren't any like the same characters, but so these are all fresh new characters that. See, it's like there's stuff about it. I don't know if there's spoilers or not, but the stories do intertwine a little. I'll say that. The new characters, yeah.
Is it like kind of like an offhand remark sort of way, almost like somebody's talking about something that may have happened?
Yeah, and then like you see things that are like, and it's funny because sometimes you're looking for connections, like when you're deep into it,
yeah,
and you're on the third story. It's like, is that the girl from the first episode? And it's like I don't. It is kind of one of those things where you need to I think you need to maybe replay it. Actually, I didn't. When you go through it, you're not sure exactly what the right order is. So, you could play it out of order, obviously, but
right.
The first one is Vince, and that's like day 2, I think, of the breakout. So that's the oldest one, I guess you could say. So the one you'd start with.
Cool.
And I love the cast. It's quite varied. Like, so one story, there's an Asian American man. There's a black teenager, a white older woman with her sister. There's a recovering addict and a stoner white dude.
Huh.
So all those people have their own stories with their own controversy, and the stories are so short, so it all goes to hell very quick.
Actually, I like that setup almost. So it's kind of like it almost adds more to the episodic nature of the game. It sounds like would you say because you can jump around between these different stories, kind of like on a TV show. Like sometimes there'll be it doesn't. I'm assuming it doesn't work this way where you jump around, mid play to another character. It's pretty much you follow that story for each character, and then you would start the next one?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, it's funny because like the game is DLC, so it's just a chunk of the Walking Dead game, and then within that DLC, you have smaller chunklets of each one is a different story. So
Cool.
yeah,
I like that. I gotta see if that game won't crash for me anymore, because I would love to play both of all that.
how were you playing it before?
I was playing on PC. I mean, you saw
What
me
happened?
play.
It
It was working, and it just doesn't work anymore. I even tried reinstalling it on Steam after.
sucks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to look up and see what other problems there may have been, because it wasn't the Xbox controller. Hell, I might as well just try hooking it up to see if maybe that would actually work, because it doesn't seem to without. Yeah. Cool.
I'm still playing through Half-Life 2 Episode 2.
Oh, okay. So you did start that.
Oh yeah. It's hard to say exactly how far I am. I think I'm in the chapter called like Freeman Point Flex or Point of Flex.
I've only played episode 2 once, so.
Oh really? Was that when it came out?
Yeah.
Oh.
When it came out, so it's been a while.
Do you remember the part where you're in like the antlion caves with the little worms? They're larvae.
I think so.
And
Were there mine shafts of sorts, or not mine shafts, but
kind of more like tunnels.
yes,
And
there were
there's-
carts. There was
Yeah,
cart
yeah,
rep.
yeah.
I remember that specifically.
And then there's the Guardian.
What was the Guardian?
The Guardian is like the giant antlion, the boss
Oh,
that you
yes.
can't kill
No.
the first time, but then you run into it again, and then you have to kill it.
That's right.
And there's the Vort that follows you,
The Fort.
the little green dude.
Oh, the Vortigaunt. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
What's his name? It's his name. They call him Vort,
they probably just call him that for short.
but the race is called Vortigaunt.
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 Yeah. So that would make sense why they just call him Vorty.
Vorty McGee.
That's
Oh.
good. Oh shit.
You almost had a crash recorded.
Yeah. Then the camera comes up again. We're both dead.
Oh.
Aw.
I was talking about this at work today. We were talking about car crashes, and I found a statistic of like fatalities per year. In 2011, guess how many car accidents, fatal car crash accidents? How many fatal crash accidents in 2011?
50,000.
Wow, you actually. Oh, that. Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
I
Did
thought
you
it
see
was
the
an
door
accident.
open?
Yeah, I did.
Someone had their door open on the highway.
That's not a safe thing to do. Everybody, don't do that.
I think it was 30,000.
30,000.
30,000 fatal accidents.
That's still a monstrous number.
Yeah. But it was like the lowest number since like 1950 something.
Oh, gee, you're serious?
Yeah, I know, right?
Did you see what the highest was?
No, I didn't. And only like 20% of accidents are alcohol related.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of it's just rubbernecking, right?
Well, I don't know because these are fatal accidents.
Hmm.
So, maybe it's just I don't know, just people making poor decisions. I don't know.
Also, weather. I'd imagine weather might.
Oh yeah.
Be. You could attribute that to like snowy weather.
Rain.
Icy. Yeah, rain. Oh yeah, rain.
Taking a turn too fast. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
So it's really hot and my camera overheated and refuses to record. So we're gonna use Max's phone, and I turned this sideways, unlike other people who record vertical video. Should I put it in? I'm gonna put it in as soon as it starts, though, so that might turn people off.
Oh, the vertical recording?
Do you have any idea how much that pisses people off?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I see people saying angry stuff on Twitter all the time, but like, if you're gonna record a video, turn your camera fucking sideways. Get a clue.
Well, maybe I should just troll them and put that video in, and you can all suck my ass. Or we'll re-record it so you people will not complain.
I'm so pale.
We're all pretty pale right now.
Well, so what else has been going on video game wise?
Well, I mean...
Or what about any movies or TV shows you want to talk about?
Well, I told you before I saw Argo. That was good. I had not seen that until like yesterday, and yeah, that was really good. Ben Affleck's a good director, I guess. He directed well. I haven't... Oh, well, no, I mentioned this on the podcast. I finished Dragon Ball Z. I'm starting to finally watch, and I'm going to finish Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. That show's insane. That show does some of the grossest stuff I've ever seen in a cartoon. It does... it doesn't even like... It's all mostly innuendo, but it's like on that line of, like, you know exactly what this is. And yeah, it's nuts. It's from Gainax, and I love Gainax, so
I don't love Gainax.
there we have it.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, you're entitled to how you feel about Gainax, and I'm entitled to how I feel about Gainax. And so is this woman right here. She's entitled to how she feels about Gainax.
How do you feel about Gainax? We should just go around asking people that.
Yeah, we should. They're very...
Do they make anything besides shonen?
They made His and Her Circumstances, which I think was more a slice of life.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I think they were an animation team that worked on that, but what else did they make? They made Ava. They made Wings of Honey and Mise was a movie. It was their first movie, and that really wasn't. I wouldn't classify that as shonen at all.
I don't know.
It was about sort of a not middle-aged guy, but a guy maybe in his like late 20s or early like 30s who, you know, it is interesting. I would recommend everybody see it.
I've only seen Ava, Gurren, Lagann,
Yeah.
and do they do Magical Shopping Arcade?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, those are the only ones I've seen. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's too wacky. I don't know.
Yeah. They definitely got wackier. Well, they also did Fooly Cooly as well.
Oh, I've only seen like one episode and I had no idea what was going on. So.
Oh. You should see it all and then watch. It's only 6 episodes, so it's easy to.
I like the music.
Yeah.
The Pillows did the music, right?
And it's funny because you weren't a big fan of Pillows, right?
I don't dislike them. I mean, I listen to them.
Oh, okay.
I listened to them before I knew anything about Furikuri.
Oh, nice. See,
So-
she's in it for the music,
I mean, in it for the music.
not the anime, as one might be inclined to believe, right?
Everyone I went to high school with.
Is that what everybody thought? It was
I remember one time one of my classmates, like, I don't know how how most people grew up in high school. This is stupid, but sort of like I knew most people in my high school, and we were all on fairly amicable terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not at all like high school is portrayed in the movies, or where you have like the different cliques and.
Oh yeah.
My high school, at least I feel like there was definitely a lot of people I didn't know, I never spoke to.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as everyone in all my classes, we all pretty much got along to a certain degree, and like even the quote unquote popular kids still like chatted with the goth kids. Like everyone was pretty much on equal footing. Like styles were different, but
That's how my school was too.
yeah, it's
Like,
not
you-
like, I mean, I was so afraid of high school because of the way it was portrayed. I thought that like all the cheerleaders would just make fun of me mercilessly and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and be
People-
mean and
Yeah, but that's not the way high school was. But anyway, this is besides the point of the story. So yeah, this is a kid I went to high school with, and like we didn't like hang out outside of school, but you know, like we chat with everyone on AIM, you know. And he sent me a link that was like, "This is what you are," and it was a website talking about. It had like profiles on the different types of geeks, and he sent me the one that was basically otaku, American otaku. So it was basically like, this dude thinks that he should have been born Japanese and that Japanese movies and animation are superior in every way to the American counterparts. And
that was me in middle school.
but anyway, he showed me that, and I was like, dude, this isn't me at all. I don't even watch anime. Like the focus was basically about like obsession with anime and just Japanese stuff in general.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I was into Japanese stuff when I was in high school, but
Yeah.
not really into super hardcore, like quote unquote geek stuff. Really, I mean, I played like some video games, but I mean, who doesn't really?
Yeah. But you were into other aspects of the
I
culture
like-
rather than the
Yeah,
what was
like the
typical.
rock music and to a lesser extent J-pop, but I never got into anime. I mean, I've seen some episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and like there was a period of time where I watched Toonami, was it Friday nights with the like Inuyasha and Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, was that Friday or Saturday? I think
Was it Saturday?
I think it was Saturday. Yeah.
I don't remember,
Yeah.
but like. I don't
Aside
know.
from that, you weren't like craving anime or anything like that.
No.
It was kind of like just a nice thing to like have in the background.
Every time, yeah. For the most part, like when people would show me an anime, I just thought it was silly.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get anything out of it. Like it'd just be random. But like one time my friend showed me Fruits Basket, and it was so boring.
I'm still being told to watch that, and I
Really?
don't have any interest really.
Why?
I
It's
know.
so
I
boring.
have no idea.
Of course, and this is when I was like 13, so I don't think. I don't know.
I think back when we were that young, anime was still like. It was still
It's
like.
really, I'm so pale. The sun.
Oh, wait, take that down again. Anime was still like something that was hard to find and get, and wasn't made as widely available as it is now. So anything was super fucking awesome.
I guess. But I mean, I just got so much joy out of cultural stuff that I could relate to, like The Simpsons and King of the Hill
Yeah.
and Futurama. I guess.
It just wasn't. It just didn't click with you.
No.
That's totally cool. You know, actually, my friend Tom was mentioning to me that this list of important Simpsons episodes that this site did, and they said it would have been impossible because there are way too many like good Simpsons episodes to do a top 10 list of like the top 10 most important ones.
Yeah.
And they said, what was the episode where they basically joked at the end of Simpsons running forever and just having more ridiculous plot lines?
Oh yeah.
It shows like, Selma having wedding after
Yeah,
wedding after
maybe
wedding.
Mo gets a cell phone.
Yeah. So they think that it's sort of
How
like
about a crazy wedding and something happens?
see, it's almost like
Cause they'll never stop the Simpsons. Don't fear, we've got stories for years.
don't fear, we've got
We've got-
stories for years. But
That episode isn't that good. Like, it's a clip show.
it's a clip show. But I think it was almost recognizing its fate. Its fate as a show was clear in that episode. So like they knew we're fucked because we have to keep going, and we're going to be a piece of shit for the rest of that time.
Yeah.
And
Is that the same episode where they joked about going to Delaware? Like that's going to be their final episode, or the final episode, or their next episode? They're gonna.
I don't know. I remember that, yeah, because they couldn't go anywhere else, or they've been to everywhere or something.
I remember there was a joke that was like, "We've been banned by 48 states."
Yeah,
And they're like, "Oh, the Simpsons are going to Delaware." The joke doesn't make any sense because you live in a state.
yeah,
So you're implying that you're not in Delaware, but you've been banned by 48 states, so you live in the other one?
yeah.
Like,
Wow, I'm just realizing how dumb that is. I didn't even think of that.
And they might have made that episode, I don't know. They're still going.
They're still going.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know anything about that because I stopped watching like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Me too. It's been that long.
Do you remember the last episode you saw?
It was one where they go to England for some freaking reason.
Oh, I watched that episode.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling's in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And there are two British guys who make out.
Yeah. They just do that. It was clear that the writers of The Simpsons were talented, back in, like, between seasons, like, 3 and...
Yeah.
When would you say it was starting to get shitty?
It's 10.
10? Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
It's like, it was clear that they were going to move on to do bigger things, because they deserve to.
Mm-hmm.
But I still wish they were...
What's bigger than The Simpsons?
Can you answer that? Anybody?
Oh. Are you thinking about something?
No.
Oh.
I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that continues to make me laugh as much as those seasons of The Simpsons, because those jokes were so clever and well written, and there wasn't like a wasted moment.
Yeah. Look at that scenic view.
Isn't it beautiful? This is the Merit. This is where people go to die. Don't tell anybody I said that.
You just said it though. You told everyone. You told everyone on the horizontal film camera.
This is where people go to die.
It's taking an awfully long time to get to your house.
Yep. Well, we're right here though.
Oh, we are.
Yes, we're at the exit. Oh no. No people know where I live.
No, they won't. They're only seeing my face right now.
Oh. Okay, good.
You see that?
Coloboma?
Crocodile took a bite out of me when I was 2 years old
Did you wrestle it off?
on the Ganges. Took a bite right out of my iris. I put my fingers up its nostrils, and that made it go away. But it took this part. I still haven't found that croc.
All right. So, what do you kids want to do?
We have a fire.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We have a fireside chat.
We could have, we have a fireside chat and we're just sweating the entire time. So basically, I got a charge for $49.99 on my on my account, my checking account. It was for PlayStation, and it was made at a time in the morning when I wasn't even at home. So I thought, uh-oh, my account got hacked. I have to cancel my card, let them know so I can get my money back. So I did. Then about a week later, not even a week later, actually a couple days later, I go on and I see my account has been suspended. And I figure, okay, obviously it's because it was hacked, so they didn't want anything else to happen. So I call them, and I find out that the $49.99 was actually for renewal for PlayStation Plus. My account wasn't hacked. I'm an idiot. And now I have to go get a cashier's check and send it to San Mateo, California. Otherwise, I won't even be able to access the PlayStation Network. That's my story. So remember, kids, it's not always fraud. And in my case, it especially was not fraud. Also, since Kelly showed everybody her collection, I figure I will show mine. And
It's a good thing I went first too, because this is far more impressive.
this is years of love. So up here we have I'm very anal. I have everything alphabetized, categorized. GameCube, Wii.
You should open it. It's a glare.
Oh, there is a glare? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, GameCube, Wii, and Xbox original. What do people call that now, since it can't be Xbox One?
The original Xbox.
The original Xbox? Oh, okay. 360. I have fewer 360 games than I do original Xbox games. And I've gotten rid of a couple Xbox games. Dreamcast, 3DS, DS, Game Boy Advance, a lot of Game Boy Advance. This one especially. This is very hard to come by. Like all Mother games, really you can't get this in its box anymore unless you're paying a pretty penny for it. I actually played this all before. As I'm sure any Mother fan would know, the patch came out for the ROM. So I just played it on my Game Boy Advance with a translation guide because I really wanted to play that game. And over here we have a couple special edition boxes. This held like a Samurai Champloo DVD, just one though. It was at like Hot Topic or something. This is for Portrait of Ruin, Castlevania. It came with a soundtrack that had a variety of songs from, past games. I won't pull that out because that's just a pain, but, kind of cool. Disgaea 4, Metal Gear Solid 3. I got my Sega CD games here. Got a few Saturn games, a couple Genesis games I just got. This is a very good Genesis game. If anyone of you has ever played it, if you can kind of guess, it's kind of like if Donald was Indiana Jones. But very cool, very good. Got Rocket Knight Adventures here. You can still get Genesis games for pretty cheap in their boxes with everything, and they're all in really good condition. I was very surprised. It's off Amazon. Really, really good. Got some PSP stuff here. Last Story. These are all soundtracks that I legitimately bought. As much as it's easy to get music through other means. I have all I have Final Fantasy 1 through 10 soundtracks here. I love them all. But I've noticed that, I don't know, sometimes the discs won't burn to the computer well. Like I'll notice some skipping, which
Really?
yeah, it's scary. It's weird. Yeah. Wait, hold on, which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. No, sorry. That is not it. It is that? Yes, it's this one. This is the soundtrack to Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And it's the original soundtrack. But what's really cool is at MagFest of 2012, I got it signed by Uematsu. Same time, Kelly, you got your Moogle portrait signed.
Did he react when you brought this up to him at all? Or
not to this one.
Oh.
No, actually, we got to see him twice, and I managed to get 2 things signed, even though we're only supposed to have 1 thing signed. But I got the Blue Dragon soundtrack signed as well. And when I brought it up to him, he goes, "Oh, Blue Dragon!" Oh, and that made me really happy because I think that soundtrack's fantastic, regardless of whatever you think of the game. It's a good soundtrack. And all right, so up here we've got PlayStation 1. Actually, I want to just go to the left for a second here. I got it. This is a PlayStation 2 controller. Actually, this Slime. It's not a very good controller.
have you used it?
I tried. Whoa, wrong way. I tried using it. Oh, it's kind of sticky on top now. I gotta clean this thing. I tried using it when I was playing Dragon Quest VIII, but it did not. I wanted an authentic Dragon Quest experience, but I was not going to get it.
What's that?
This is a copy of Final Fantasy III. This was my favorite Famicom game. I love Final Fantasy II, but this game is so whimsical and fun and a good old-time adventure. These were the size of the quote-unquote NES carts boxes in Japan. Like, meanwhile, we had big ones. I was just like, why? I mean, I understand, when you're translating an older game, you need to have a separate part within the board that's within the cartridge, so they're going to have to be bigger, but I'm kind of jealous that we didn't get something like nice and compact like this. But anyway, so we've got PlayStation 1 up here and a head up there. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 is obviously has a fantastic,
Expansive library.
very expansive. Got some PlayStation 3. Got some PSP stuff down here. And yeah, that's pretty much as it goes for games. I have a lot of games. I also have these 2 guys right up here. These are 2 metal statuettes of Butts from Final Fantasy V and Locke from Final Fantasy VI.
They spelled his name wrong.
This is how it's spelled in the Japanese version. For some reason, we added an E.
Ah.
It's weird. But yeah, they made a few other characters, but they were very costly. Even around the time that I got these, getting one, cost quite a bit.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like this one too. Fits the character the
Yes.
a lot more. But yeah, so I got these.
There's a Lena one too, right?
There is. Yes. There's
I've
a
seen
Lena
it
one.
on eBay.
Oh, you did? Do you
Yeah.
remember how much it was?
Too much for me.
Yeah.
Probably I don't know. It was definitely over 60, maybe
Yeah.
100.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They also had some ceramic scenes from the games too. That's a painting I did in college. Yeah, I'm an artist. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on the podcast or anything like that, but I do art. So if you
arts.
I arts. So if you all need art, just talk to me and I'll do art for you. These are movies, anime. I got Twin Peaks and Evangelion there. Got some Mega 60. This is my Mega 64 collection. It's very sparse compared to Kelly's. Actually, I don't know why this one. Why is this one over here? That's nighttime. What are these two? Oh, that's Hop. Why are these turned around? I'm ashamed of you, Hop. Yeah.
Would you say that the Hop DVDs are good, worth getting?
Yeah, I'd say the Hop DVDs are worth getting.
Yeah.
They haven't done a season 3 yet, and season 3's all right. I don't know about the current season so far. I think they've just been so busy with other stuff that they haven't. I don't know. It's been on a weird decline. I still like them though.
Hasn't everything.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a downer.
Um,
You know I love all you content creators.
what do we got here? Got
Stuff.
some.
That's boring stuff. You watch it.
Beast Wars is amazing. This is the whole series. I highly recommend anybody to watch this. It might still be. It's fantastic. It's the best Transformers.
You
thing.
got the Critic. That's impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I love the Critic. Critic is great. Don't fucking get out of here, you. Shut up.
That's why you should turn around. The first
Yeah.
the first things of Family Guy were okay.
Nah, yeah, they were okay. Oh dear. Oh god. Let's just move over here. C-Lab. There we go. Look at C-Lab. C-Lab's great. This, if you're gonna watch Ghost in the Shell, do not watch this version. Do not buy this version. It's the same thing, but the intro, they decided to cut the hand-drawn, beautifully hand-drawn intro and replace it with a CG intro. Why you'd ever want to get rid of beautiful hand-drawn animation and replace it with CG? No idea. Maybe it was... No, it was stupid. So yeah, and I've got some systems boxed down here. I got my Dreamcast and my Sega CD because I just don't know where to put them, so I keep them safe in there. I got a PlayStation 2 there because I don't know when my PlayStation 3 will die, and I'm worried that I wouldn't be able to play PlayStation 1 or 2 games, so I got one of those just in case. And yeah, got
Do you want to show off your figures?
Oh yeah, sure. These are my figures. I got this from Kelly when she was in Japan. It's kind of dusty.
Dusty.
Or a little metal Babel.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like that one.
Yeah.
Got a little Dragon Quest V figure there. Butts right here. A couple Mario things. This is my favorite. I also got this from Kelly when she was in Japan. This is Gilgamesh from, oh my god, from Final Fantasy V. Look at that detail. Just look at that. Just yeah, just a little. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. I don't know how they did that. Got Kafka right here, also dusty. I have to dust all these. It's a pain having things out in the open like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got Odin right there. Couple Final Fantasy figures, some Akira. Got Cloud and Sephiroth fighting over Yuna, who's just like, oh, I'm a girl. Just help me out here, okay? Sigurd from Fire Emblem 4. Molman. Actually, I lie. This is probably my favorite figure because I love Hans Molman. Got Asuka right here. She can't stand. I don't know why. See, this one's weird. Just gonna put her over here. And some stuff above here. Also from Kelly, this is the Dissidia drink, which tastes like grapefruit. It was very good.
Yeah, I have one too. Yeah.
Which one did you have? Did you have the dark one that tasted
No,
like grape?
well, I don't. It has Terra and Ultimecia on it.
Yeah, was that a black can? Was there a white can
No,
as
it was
well?
white
It was
as well.
white. Oh, okay, so you got grapefruit as well. Chocobo. Some other stuff. Disgaea, Clerks.
This guy had clerks.
And Mallrats fits so well together. And just some random crap. I have a few N64 games here. A broken NES that does not work. I don't know why they changed. In Japan, the Famicom, you loaded the cartridge in the top like you do a Super Nintendo game, but for some reason you had to load stuff in like that. It just didn't make any sense. Stupid. And then just some drawing pads. These are all filled up.
Do you want to show off any of your artwork?
Oh God, no. That's some old stuff. I'd just refer for myself. Yeah. So that's my room, and that's what's going on. She's happy. This little guy. But you know what? She won't ever make any again because Mega Man Legends 3 will never happen. And so we saw.
We're on our way to get some froyo as our late dinner snack.
Oh fuck yeah!
I got it. So, do you guys see any movies lately?
Funny you should mention that, Kelly. We saw a great movie last weekend.
Was that last weekend?
That was
last weekend.
Last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend. We saw a movie called Race 2. Cue footage from Race 2 now.
It's on Netflix.
Who's
Now.
You
movie,
should-
Kelly?
Saif Ali Khan is in it. Is he Malik?
No.
No.
That is
Ranveer.
the main character, and your quote-unquote hero, anti-hero. John Abraham is the one that plays
he's
Malik,
Malik,
who's the
yeah.
antagonist of that movie.
Anyway, this movie was fucking awesome. It was like.
I don't know. Can you guys even describe the premise? Like, I still have trouble like trying to just give you the pitch of the movie. Like,
Okay, so the story goes that these rich guys are trying to one-up each other, basically. One is trying to get revenge, and the other is just trying to make more money.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of
Basically.
well, it's not so much that he wants to like take everything from the main character who's seeking revenge. So there's sort of this interesting cat and mouse game. Like it's like switched on. Like one person's the cat at one point, another person's the cat. Maybe this guy thinks he's a cat, but now he's really a tiger. So
You should just, if you're interested, you should watch like the first 20 minutes and see what you think, because that sets the tone for the rest of the movie.
And you don't really need to see the first one. I didn't.
Oh, no, you don't.
oh yeah.
It's just fucking insane. These men are so fucking rich. I've never seen people more rich in my entire life.
I don't know. What was it like? Some people posted articles recently about John Matrix's house. It's a pretty big house, guy.
But Don Matrick?
Yeah, John Matrix's house.
Yeah.
What's his house like?
It looks kind of like Malik's house.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. Like there's a good amount of real estate of yard space in between. And just like, man, if it takes me like over like an hour to walk from my front gate to my house, I feel like I've missed something
Oh my
along
god.
the way.
What the shit, man?
I'm just kidding. Like it probably doesn't take an hour, but it might take like 10, 15 minutes.
That is still a long time.
I don't know, like it's absurd, like how ridiculous it is. But in Race 2's case, though, it lends to the setting.
Yeah, it does. Because it's over the top. Everything is so over
everything
the top.
is ridiculously over the top. And here's the thing, like Kelly, didn't you mention the fact that you don't know if like Indian movies like are aware of their sort of like over the top corniness, or if they accepted it and they just kind of roll with it.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know.
I hope they're not aware.
Because I haven't seen many movies that obviously try to be serious. So I don't know if there are any that are, or if they're just all like,
I feel like the Bollywood movies that you've shown me that try and emulate like an American action movie, I feel like they they emulate certain aspects of them, but then throw in like their own sort of weird craziness that
melodrama.
In melodrama, it's like it's its own thing now. It's just crazy. And you know what? I'm glad the CG was as shitty as it was. There's a scene where a car blows up.
There's not a lot of it either.
No, there isn't. Yeah.
But the minimum that is there is... The opening scene is a dude goes on top of a roof in the middle of the daytime, and he takes out a sniper rifle and his iPhone... He puts his iPhone on that stand to record the thing he's about to do.
Not only that, though, he had the portable iPhone scope.
Yeah, he puts a...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He puts a... What would you call that? A lens attachment?
It's a lens. Like picture, like, that professional camera lens that you attach on for different, like, zooming, like abilities, and scale it down that you can fit it onto an iPhone.
I wonder... That must be real.
I think someone probably has made one of those.
Probably.
I mean, it's going to look really awkward if you put one on, but yeah.
It's just such a weird thing to have in that situation anyway. Like, why are you doing this? And then he takes out this car, and the car explodes, but the flames don't burst outwards. They perfectly envelop the car, and then the car goes, and falls on the ground.
It falls on it. Does it fall upside down?
It falls upside
It
down.
does fall upside down.
How does that work? It falls perfectly where it was before, but somehow upside down.
Right. Somehow, like, somehow it flips in the air, even though it was standing perfectly still before it was blown up.
It was ridiculous. But it is such a fun, stupid movie. Go see it.
On Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah.
Right now.
Both are on Netflix, but you should see Race 2.
It's like instantaneous. Just do it.
Would you recommend seeing Race 1? Both of you? Or would you say just go?
Just go for 2.
Yeah, just go for 2. Yeah, because the plot point of 1 isn't that important in 2.
Okay.
You know, part of me wonders if like there's a certain lightheartedness in all like Indian, at least Bollywood movies anyway, just because of that sort of like theater background. Everybody like must include like X amount of songs per like movie.
Yeah, because all those.
It's hard to stick songs in a super serious.
Yeah, like you can't stick songs in a super depressing movie. Like when you have like wonderful stages, sets, and choreography, like I feel like it's gonna bring the movie up anyway.
Yeah,
I've seen movies where like most of the songs are in the first half.
Yeah.
Where it's all happy and setting things up.
Right.
And then the second half is just a train wreck.
Oh,
and there's like maybe one like sad song. You know, so that's the thing with a lot of Bollywood movies are very long traditionally, like 3.5 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So they have more time to shift the mood around, I guess.
So by Bollywood standards, Race 2 is actually pretty short then.
Yeah.
It's
2.5 hours?
No, it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, short.
That's the thing too, yeah, because it's so short there was no intermission like all the other movies that you showed me.
You know, thinking about it, like, you know, if you were to just splice out all the songs, it would just be a regular 2-hour feature-length film.
Yeah, actually, yeah, kind of. It would.
Are movies 2.5 hours now?
They get that. That's like, yeah. I'd say 3 is the longest for the most part, and then
most films I think still stick to like 2 hours or under. What was 2.5 hours though was Man of Steel, and that was a piece of shit.
Take that.
Why did you see that?
Snyder.
It was $5 Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
You know, I figured it's like superhero movies are worth seeing, but only on a $5 Tuesday for me.
Yeah,
Like very, very rarely will I pay full price for a movie now, just because like ticket prices have gone astronomically ridiculous. But I figured that I enjoy superhero movies, so I figured I would go see this one. And I was kind of curious to see like how, I don't know if realistic is the right word, but like how believable like Clark's story would be, given the fact that he's a superhuman alien from Krypton.
Yeah.
Froyo World!
Here we are.
Let's get it. So what I was saying before was
We got frozen yogurt.
yeah. So what you were saying before, Jen, about like advertisers like Domino's appealing to, just sort of telling it like it is, like we suck, so we're going to try and be better. It's like that is the best thing you could possibly do to tell our what.
Our particular generation, let's say everybody in our early to mid 20s at this point, we have access to more information than ever possible in the human race. I mean, granted, we spend most of our time just looking at pictures of cats, but don't judge me. You look away, judging eyes.
But
But what I'm saying is that I think our generation really likes self-deprecating, like that sort of like honest, like you want to appear genuine more than anything else.
yeah,
Which is why I was so amazed by the Domino's "We Want to Suck Less" campaign.
yeah. What are you trying to?
I'm just showing them the cup.
Can I read the cup?
Mm-hmm.
I can flip the video.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah. So Domino's, as we all know, didn't have like the best pizza of all time. It was just sort of that stuff you kind of got when it was like super late. That's why they were all open late.
of course.
But in order to try to appeal to a wider audience than just the folks that would just be craving late night munchies, from more or less,
Mm-hmm.
they want to just elevate the social stigma of their pizza. In which case, they had a campaign go on. It's like, hey, we're making better pizzas now. Come try us out. We want to try to suck less and try to do it better.
Yes.
Um,
I like that so much because I feel like that's what most advertisers should be doing, but they're still trying to appeal to an older generation that didn't have access to as much information and went by the word of, these advertisers, so they have to make it as clean and snappy as possible. They want to be bullshitted too, but
Yeah.
we don't want to be bullshitted too. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather take a really rough presentation that basically tells me how it is, as far as like, hey, this is what it can do, this is what we're not going to do, this is what it can't do, straight up, like for video games.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that first conference where Mark Cerny Kippenson said, like, this is what's in our system,
Yep.
we can do this now. It wasn't as flashy as, say, like Microsoft's panel,
Yeah.
where they were saying like billions of transistors in our system, and I'm like, who the fuck knows what that means? That's just a big number that you're trying to spout to idiots that don't know anything that you're talking about.
Oh man, remember there's something on YouTube, like someone put together this thing of like every time they said the word experience.
Oh, really? That too? I remember
it was,
TV.
it was like a it was a minute of either saying TV,
Sports. Call of Duty.
experience.
Yeah.
So, there's certain buzzwords and stuff you want to like that they just kept throwing around, but like at the end of the day, the people watching your press conference really aren't going to be, the people that would have bought it for a secondary TV function. It's for the people that want to play games.
And those people that want to play games we have access to the internet. We can see what's in your system. We can learn about what you're trying to tell other people that's in your system, but what do you mean? Like, I'm getting more information secondhand from another source about your system rather than what you're trying to tell people.
Yeah, and that's part of the big thing. I mean, like, you know, Microsoft just flubbed their marketing. That's just what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I feel pretty bad for them, actually. Like, you know, I know there's a lot of, like, internet haterade.
Yeah, because
You
I'm
know,
sure their system's amazing, but
I'm sure it's a great system. It's just that, you know, the marketers have done a very poor job of giving you the benefits of what their intended, like, DRM stuff in the first place.
Mhm.
I mean, ideally, I guess maybe they wanted a Steam-like setup eventually, but they just weren't there yet.
yeah.
Or they were really bad at conveying that. So, you know, and it was weird too because, like, remember how they had this thing where, like, you're supposed to be able to share names with your family members and stuff, you know, quote unquote family members.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't really quite get that, like, what they meant by that, but it's looking further, it seemed like you only can get, like, basically a demo's worth of gameplay out of it before we would ask you to buy the game.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't actually share a full game with family members. Like, you know, it works like it is now, so that you can, you know, if you buy a game on a system, anyone that you know goes onto that system can play the game.
Huh.
You know, that makes sense because, you know, if you download, let's say, Castle Crashers right now for your PlayStation or Xbox, you know, you can play it on any profile on that system, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just there loaded onto your system. But if you want to, let's say, in Microsoft's Xbox One, like, you know, like, this is the before they, you know, retracted every policy they had. The idea was that you can share your games, like, you know, like, let's say an hour or 2 hours worth of gameplay, I think, and they can decide at that point whether or not they want to purchase the game.
Huh.
So that's what it was. It was just like, but at that point, I'm just like, why wouldn't you just have every game, you know, be playable for like an hour
Yeah.
and just let them buy it that way? I mean, because very few games I feel are actually like an hour only in length these days.
I know. And you know what's funny? Isn't PlayStation Network doing something similar? Like, sometimes they'll have a game, like, I remember downloading Persona 4 Arena and said you have access to the whole game,
Yep.
but only for an hour.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, so you're downloading the whole game whether you want to buy it or not. It's sort of like, you know you have access to this full package.
Yep.
You know kind of what you're getting, but yeah. That sounds...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and this whole cloud computing thing, like, that was the other thing that's it's tossed around so ambiguously that you never really understood, like, what they were actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, all I really wanted of them was like, okay, if you have cloud computing, give me a quick bullet point list of what this is going to offer me.
Exactly.
And we didn't really quite get that, did we?
No, and what sounds like it is actually pretty cool, where your system will offload a bunch of calculations to the cloud so the system doesn't have to work as hard, and the cloud will basically do a lot of the processing of the game so it can run much smoother while the Xbox can work on other functions.
Right.
So it's like, why didn't you tell us that? Unless you did and I completely missed it, but I don't know if any of you
No,
guys
I don't think so.
No.
Like, they had to go to what? Like, all the press kids said that they had to go to various engineer panels at, like, you know, E3 and stuff. And it wasn't until the engineers started talking that, you know, you started hearing some pretty exciting ideas.
Yeah, but it sounds like the marketers just couldn't spend that.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know, like, but anyway, that's water under the bridge now. So Microsoft has now gone back to all of its previous policies. But yeah, I mean,
Might
like,
want to stop that video
yeah.
before you move.
You're right. Well, we had a fun day today.
I hope you enjoyed our East Coast minicasts, but it's time for us to say goodnight.
Did you have a fun time, Kelly?
I did have a fun time. Did you have a fun time, Alex? We hope you had fun watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.